Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be cleaning this Tesla Model 3. Had a maintenance wash about a month ago, but today I want to go decontaminate the car, give it a full clay using the clay Mitt, then use some super resin polish to give it a polish, and then we're going to use some high gloss protection afterwards. Let's get to it. The car wasn't in too bad a condition, just the usual road grime you get from driving up and down motorways, and the odd bird bomb. With the trusty Karcher K2 at the ready and a couple of buckets, one for the wheels and one for the contact wash, and all the products lined up ready to use, it was time to crack on and start washing the car. As usual, started off with the wheels, gave them a good hose down, making sure to get right into those arches. After the pre-rinse, I then used Autoglym all-purpose cleaner in the arches, and I also covered the tyres. For the wheel faces, I was using Autoglym's custom wheel cleaner. As you can see, there was plenty of muck coming off of those tyres. That all-purpose cleaner does quite a good job of drying out all the dirt. To get right into the barrels, I was using the Easy long barrel brush, and then for the faces, it was an old wash mitt. Finishing off by scrubbing the arches with the Easy Go brush. With the wheels ticked off, it was then time to get onto the door shuts. For this, I had the pressure washer turned right the way down, and I gave them a really good rinsing. It was then time to get the all-purpose cleaner back out to soften up the dirt. Then using a wheel mitt and some Autoglym foaming shampoo, gave them a really good scrub, followed by a rinsing down. This was the same procedure I used on the boot shuts as well, making sure to be careful not to spray into the boot and make everything soaking wet. The wheel mitt is absolutely fantastic for getting into all those little tight nooks and crannies. For the pre-wash, I was using up the last of my Infinity Wax Million Snow Foam. This stuff was really thick and I had a fantastic clean time. I'm actually quite sad that they've stopped making this one. After about 10 minutes, it was then time to rinse off the snow foam. For the contact wash, I was using Autoglym's foaming shampoo. This produced fantastic suds and gave a really nice cleaning experience. Then it was on to rinse number 2 to get rid of all that shampoo. For drying the car, I was using one of my favourite drying towels. This is the one from microfiber, and is an absolute beast when it comes to mopping up all the water off the car. With the car dried off, it was then time to start on the decontamination process. For this I was using the Autoglym Tar Remover. As I knew I was going to be giving the car a clay bar and later on I wasn't too fussed about getting individual spots of tar. So I just gave the lower thirds of the car a really good covering with the tar remover. I then used the Autoglym Fallout Remover Magma. I gave the lower third of the car a liberal covering with this product and then left it to dwell for around about 5 minutes. Before the product dried, I then went round and gave the car a really good hosing off again. So this removed both the fallout remover and the tar remover, ready for the claying process. For claying the car, removing all of those last remaining stubborn contaminants, I used the Turtle Axe Hybrid Clay Mitt. To help lubricate the clay mitt and make this as safe as possible, I used around about 80 ml of foaming shampoo to around about 6 litres of water. With the claying completed and the car rinsed and dried again, I then got out the Autoglym ceramic detailer and an old cloth to dry off the door shuts. With the car rinsed and dried for the final time, it was then on to cleaning the glass. For this I was using Autoglym's Fast Glass. This product is absolutely fantastic and always gives great results. One of the benefits of having frameless windows is you don't forget to do those edges and get rid of all those scum lines. It was then time to get the final touches. With this I engaged my turbo arm and super resin polish to polish the car. Honestly, this is not sped up footage, that is actually how fast my hand goes when I'm polishing. Who needs a machine polisher where you can do that? Getting a clean microfiber towel out, it was then time to remove the polish. And what a finish, look how reflective that is. Again, turbo arm to the rescue. To make sure all that hard work didn't go to waste, I then got out the extra gloss protection and started to go around and cover the car. After leaving the product to cure for around about 30 minutes, it was then time to grab yet another microfiber cloth and remove the product. What a finish! Just look at the reflection in that. It's like one of those mirrors at the pier. Finally, it was then time to apply the high performance tyre gel using the Carscope Tyre Applicator brush. This thing's awesome. Turbo arm again. If you made it this far in the video, I'd like to say a huge thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing, it really helps the channel out. Drop a like and also drop a comment. Do you use Autoglym products? Is there something else you'd like me to cover on the channel? Anyway, check out that shine. Catch you in the next one.